What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to talk a little bit more, not about Mutt, but really how Mutt was showcased in terms of transitioning the abilities, because I thought it was really intriguing the way they explained how you can build a team with 3 players using the superstar abilities into Madden Ultimate Team. Because they almost described it in a way where it was all-pro football-esque. If you want to have 2 good linemen and a good running back, if you want to have a good receiver, a good quarterback, almost the way you would go and select your 2 gold players and then one of your silver players to kind of build a specialized unit. Now, in doing this, they actually admit a lot of the flaws that Madden has had in the past, and they actually talked about not being able to transition everything over into Madden Ultimate Team because apparently you could essentially just make this super team full of abilities and full of traits that would be very difficult to deal with as another gamer or an opponent. Now, one of the things that really caught me off guard was the way they explain these abilities and their use. So they actually mentioned Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady, and they said that Tom Brady would never have that escape artist trait, even if he had 99s across the board. But Pat Mahomes would have it. Now, what I find strange about that is you're essentially saying that Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady could both have 99 speed, but only one of them would have that trait. So how does that trait evolve Pat Mahomes? He can't go above 99 speed. So are you kind of degrading Tom Brady's speed because he doesn't have this trait? Or, and this is where, Madden kind of gets scary in a way, does that mean that you are dumbing down the defense then in a way that you will for Pat Mahomes but not for Tom Brady? Because to be fair, a lot of times when we see Madden players getting abilities, it's done through animations. Whether it's animations they have or animations defenders can't use, we've already talked about this in terms of the defense where you won't have tackles being broken on hit sticks in certain players. It creates a genuine concern that their ability to create unique players hinges more on altering what the defense would do than what the offensive player is able to achieve. Aside from that, they really talked down a lot of the things that Madden has hyped up in the past. We talked about grinding solos and going through these challenges and earning these rewards. And to kind of see them talk down, that's a big gamble. That's a big risk. You've built your game on grinding. You've built your game on coins. And it's interesting we didn't see a lot about coins this evening, but rather about earning stars and going through not so much challenges, but the missions. You try to make the tie in there with the fact that microtransactions may be leaving video games. It seems like all too much in a really short cycle. And to that point, when they went to ask more, they were never able to answer these questions. They said, it's too early to answer these questions. It's May. The game is just a number of months away. If you don't have things finalized now, if you don't understand how concepts are going to be executed in your game, no wonder we're not always getting the best product out of EA and Madden. Because the vision should be fulfilled now. You should simply be executing it. And to be fair, when you hear things like that, you make it understand why we have cards and achievements in Madden 19 that still aren't able to be redeemed, and they still can't tell you what you'll be redeeming them for or what version of the game. Whether it's 19 or 20, they would be redeemed. All in all, to me, this is EA's final hour. They're either going to make the game that consumers want or they're going to prove that they can't. And they're putting a lot of stock in making this game what they're selling this game. And once they do this, they can't go back. If they fail to deliver this time, I think it's going to be the biggest break they've had in the community ever. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking out. I will be back in the week with more commentary.